Are you trapped by past investments? Watching a boring movie to the end? Pouring more money into a failing project? The answer is simple. You can't change the past. Focus only on future costs and benefits. Why does this work? This slide explains everything. The human brain has a powerful cognitive bias called loss aversion. The pain of losing something is about twice as strong as the joy of gaining something. This is the core of prospect theory, published by behavioral economists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky in 1979. And this loss aversion creates the sunk cost fallacy. You paid 1,800 yen at the movie theater. After 30 minutes, you realize it's boring. But your brain screams, I don't want to waste 1,800 yen. So you endure the pain and watch the remaining 90 minutes. What's the result? You lose not just 1,800 yen, but 90 minutes of precious time. Classic research from Ohio State University and others has demonstrated that the sunk cost fallacy significantly distorts rational judgment. People continue to spend enormous time and resources on projects and relationships where failure is already clear. This is a powerful psychological tendency that has been widely supported in behavioral economics for 45 years since 1979. It's not a hypothesis. It's a judgment distortion generated by the brain's cognitive system. And this can be overcome. Ignore past investments and look only to the future. Ask yourself, if this started today, would I invest? This changes your decision-making. Today, let me show you the scientific evidence. The sunk cost fallacy lurks in every aspect of your life. Example 1. A boring movie. The moment you pay for the ticket, you're trapped. I already paid, so I have to watch it to the end. But what's the truth? The ticket price is already lost. Watching to the end won't bring the money back. Example 2. A failing project. The company has already invested $1 million. It's clear the project will fail. But management says, we've invested this much, so we should continue. As a result, they lose another $500,000. Example 3. An unhappy relationship. You've been together for 5 years. There's no love left. But your brain screams, I don't want to waste 5 years. So you endure the pain for another year, 2 years. Example 4. A stock that's declining. Purchase price, $100 per share. Current price, $50. Selling confirms a $50 loss. You keep holding to avoid confirming the loss. This is the disposition effect. And it drops to $30. However, don't forget that sometimes holding is rationally correct. As many business studies show, attachment to sunk costs depletes corporate and individual resources and creates massive opportunity costs. So what is rational thinking? You can't change the past. This is a principle of decision-making. Sunk costs are irrecoverable, so don't include them in future judgments. The 1,800 yen you already paid won't come back no matter what you do. The 5 years you already spent won't come back no matter what you decide. So the past is irrelevant to decision-making. Only the future matters. From now on, what will I gain by continuing to watch this movie? From now on, what will I gain by investing in this project? From now on, what will I gain by continuing this relationship? Only this question produces rational decision-making. As shown in psychological research, people with future-oriented thinking habits have less attachment to the past and tend to have higher life satisfaction. Why? Because attachment to the past disappears. You're freed from the curse of, I already paid and I already spent. And you gain the freedom to look only to the future and make the best choice. Recent neuroscience research has found that when confirming losses, the insula, a brain region that processes physical pain, responds. In other words, the brain processes cutting losses as pain. That's why overcoming this requires conscious questioning. So how do you ignore sunk costs? There are 3 steps. Step 1. Zero-based thinking. Ask yourself, if this started today, would I invest? This replaces the question with, is this optimal from this moment forward? The past is fixed, and only future allocation can be changed. Think about the movie example. If this moment were the movie's start time, would I spend the remaining 90 minutes watching? If the answer is no, leave the theater right now. Step 2. Recognize opportunity costs. If you use this time and money elsewhere, what can you gain? What else can you do with those 90 minutes of a boring movie? Reading? Exercise? Conversation with friends? What else can you invest the $500,000 from a failed project in? A new project? Marketing? Talent development? When you recognize opportunity costs, you see the true price of being bound by sunk costs. Step 3. Set exit criteria in advance. Before starting a project, decide on withdrawal conditions. There's a method called pre-mortem. Identify conditions assuming failure and quantify exit criteria in advance. If sales don't reach 50% of the target after 6 months, we withdraw. If customer satisfaction is below 70% after 3 months, we pivot. If you decide in advance, you won't be swayed by emotion. When data tells you to exit, you can execute without hesitation. According to management studies, setting rules like pre-established exit criteria is an effective method to prevent judgment errors caused by emotion. Ignoring sunk costs requires courage. The courage to accept loss. I was wrong. This investment was a failure. This relationship is over. Admitting this is painful. But if you don't accept this pain, you'll be forever bound to the past. As Warren Buffett, the legendary investor, teaches, when you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. The deeper you dig, the harder it gets to get out. Realize early and stop early, and invest that time and energy in the future. Withdrawal is not defeat. Withdrawal is strategic reallocation. Withdraw from ineffective places and concentrate resources where they're effective. Withdraw from a boring movie and use time for meaningful reading. Withdraw from a failed project and invest in a new project with potential for success. Withdraw from an unhappy relationship and use time for your own growth. And early withdrawal is the shortest path to the next success. Why? Because the sooner you stop wasteful investment, the sooner you can start the right investment. Also, using objective data tools like AI to eliminate room for emotion is one effective countermeasure in modern times. Prevent massive opportunity costs and create true free time. That's the power of ignoring sunk costs. Now, let's organize the key points. An action plan to overcome the sunk cost fallacy. First, make zero-based thinking a habit. In every decision, ask yourself, if this started today, would I invest? Boring movies, failed projects, unhappy relationships. Apply this question to everything. If the answer is no, withdraw immediately. Second, always recognize opportunity costs. If you use this time and money elsewhere, what can you gain? Make a list. Reading, exercise, new projects, new relationships. When you visualize your options, you'll see the true cost of being bound by sunk costs. Third, set exit criteria in advance. Before starting a new project, decide on withdrawal conditions. Use pre-mortem to assume failure and identify conditions. If sales don't reach 50% of the target after 6 months, we withdraw. If you decide with numerical criteria, you won't be swayed by emotion. And now, ask yourself this. How much time and energy are you wasting right now, bound by past investments? If you let go of those investments, what future opens up? Share your strategy in the comments. The past investments you should let go, the time and energy you should reallocate. Everything becomes the wisdom of this community. Thanks for investing your time in mastering this. This channel provides concrete decision-making frameworks. We improve your judgment with science, not intuition. Subscribe to the channel, and let's learn practical knowledge together next time. Turn on notifications, and every time a new video is published, your decision-making will level up. See you in the next one.